So now that our form is ready, what is going to happen once everything is fine, all fields are submitted with the values as expected, what we're going to do next? First of all, we need to convert all of the values populated from the form into the session variables. Now, session variables aren't as scary as you might think. They're pretty straightforward actually. But first thing we're going to do is we will create the function. Actually, this function we'll create in the next video because it's quite a big function, and obviously we will need to spend the whole video creating it. So we're going to create a few lines of code here, and then we're going to go through this. So let's first create put the function post to session, and this is the function we're going to be working on in the next video. Then we want to create session with the name step. Step. And the step will have a key of 1, this specific session, and a value will be 1 as well. Then we will also create in just a second the function called redirect, and we will pass the URL to which we want to redirect the visitor after they've clicked the button and our sessions have been created. And we will be redirecting them to P equals submission form ampersand S equals interest. As you may remember, inside of our form, the next step will be the interest. So this is where we're actually going to be redirecting the visitor. Now, because we're using sessions, we have to trigger the function session start somewhere. So if we open our functions.php, as this is the first file which is loaded inside of our index.php file, and we start with if isn't set, that's why exclamation mark before is set, session. If it hasn't been set, then session start, which means if session hasn't already been started, basically started. And this is when we will be able to work with the sessions. So now we can close our form.php file. If we scroll down, we need to create this redirect function. So go back to the function, scroll right to the bottom, and after isValid function, we're going to create function to redirect to another page. Function redirect, and we will be passing URL. Okay. Actually, by default, we can assign null value to this parameter. And now we will check if URL doesn't equal null, then header, location, colon, and in curly braces URL. Okay, closing double quote, and then simply exit. Okay, so that's everything there is to it really. If we go back to our step 1, and in the next video we'll focus on our post to session function, which basically converts all posts to session variables.